we'll continue with our sharing, which we started yesterday, this sharing in plenary. So before we start our sharing, we will request Charan sir to come over and share on 2 points his his personal progress and the blessings for the possibilities which he is seeing in today's societies, and what are his ideas for us which we can pursue. Ji.
ठीक है, टीचर स्टैंडिंग इज बेटर. सभी को नमस्ते. Actually, to recall the personal experience and to summarize in few minutes is very difficult. Because when I started this journey, practically started, theoretically started in one of the आवाज. नहीं ठीक है, ठीक 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 ठीक. Theoretically, I started journey by attending one of the conference. Not this type of. This is not conference. I'll call it as in Hindi. I'll call it कार्यकर्ता निर्माण कार्यशाला. So this is a different kind of workshop. That was the general conference, USV conference. So that was the simple introduction I had. Real experience I had when I became a vice chancellor at one of the government university, affiliating university, having around 72 colleges. So by that time, up to that time, I had the idea that this is good. This is a very good course. We should start it. This much idea. So this is very good course, and we are supposed to teach to the students. I was not thinking that this is to be taught to the teachers also. And to me, I was thinking, I am perfect, already perfect. I need not to learn anymore. I am good teacher, always having one of the additional responsibility, either the proctor or a warden or something like this. So doing other work also. So I am a perfectly all right. I need not to learn anything more. So I introduced the course. I became a vice chancellor. This was a new institute. I was the first vice chancellor. So lot of responsibilities. And first vice chancellor of universities. So, but still I was. I thought I am to decide what is to be taught. The remaining things is always take place. Once a teacher is there, I'll assign the responsibility to someone. You go and teach as a vice chancellor. So it's very simple, only to take decision. So I call the meeting, academic council. And for a new vice chancellor, it's the really privilege that whatever he tell, people will not put much of resistance, So it was new university, I was a new person. So they all accepted, the academic council accepted, then board of governors they accepted, and the course started, very first batch. First batch of the university, the course started. And of course, next we started from engineering, MBA, MCA, hotel management, architect, whatever courses university teaching, they have to learn this course. So once this course is introduced, then I thought, who will teach it? Then I thought, who will teach it? Then since it was a government institute, then teacher came, all the people from the humanity, they will teach it. Engineering people, they, हमारा काम ही नहीं, हम तो engineering पढ़ाएगा, ये नहीं पढ़ेंगे. हम इसके लिए 3 अपॉइंट हुआ है, हमारे अपॉइंटमेंट में नहीं लिखा है. Why we teach this? Humanities people will teach it. Is it difficult? Then I thought it will not work like this. Then I talked to our people at Apex level to conduct a workshop. That time to assign a workshop is a difficult task because it was held only during summer vacation or winter vacation because it was offline workshop, face-to-face workshop. But all people were kind enough at the top. They gave me one workshop, 8 days. And then I issued an order that all the faculty members, they will attend the workshop. So started, I was there. I remained for 2 sessions. It was started working. After lunch, when I was not there, I got a message that almost all the people are outside, only 2, 3 are inside. Then I thought it will not work like that. Then I sit there for 2 days with them. My principal, dean, director, they also sit there. After 2 days, of course, everyone understands this is very important. So this is for them, not for only for the students. So this is for them. This is what they start understanding. Of course, during that lot of experience, I will not share. I was always sharing in one way or another. So that's how it started. Then second lesson I got from these 2, 3 days that since I haven't gone through this workshop, so I don't have that internal power to tell to the other that you go and attend it. Though as a district, as a vice chancellor, you can attend, but you don't have that authority, internal authority. Then I decided to join the workshop. It was at IIT Kanpur, 8 days, from morning 9 o'clock to till 7 o'clock evening, phone switch off. It was very difficult for a vice chancellor, slightly. I was very proud, feeling proud that I was second vice chancellor. First was Rajni Saroda ji, I was second. Along with my principal and director, we 4 people went there and had the workshop. So after that, I built up my confidence, and I also came to learn, and I was not knowing much about UHV, and I was not that much good person one should be. And since then, I'm learning it. Now, if I see the journey and learning experiences, a lot of things are there, a lot of experiences there. Generally, we feel once you have a post as a director or principal or vice chancellor or something like that, and when you are required to go to some conference or function, then you think that who will be sitting on top, whether I'll get the position there or not. Say, I may not get position there on top, then straightway refuse, I will not be coming. Generally, then thinking that whether we'll get the seat in the front sofas or not, second stage. So this is how we think of. But after going through this all and this experience of so many years, I find that the most happiest place to sit in the back. Most happiest place is sit on the back. This is what I realize now. Really, I enjoy to be there on the back. So this is how the transformation takes place. During this workshop at Kanpur where I attended, Ganesh ji came and he congratulated me and he praised me. So I became very happy. Ganesh ji praised me. I became very, very happy. Then the very next moment, after few minutes, I realized that this is not the praising simply, but this is the responsibility. So this is the responsibility. I should take the responsibility. So since that day, whatever opportunity I get to work as a work in the UHV, I am doing it, whether in the position as a position or in a person. So I never lose this chance. Whatever task I had already, other than UHV, I find the time in between and put my best efforts to contribute to the UHV. This is the transformation I have. But still, I'm thinking that it's a lot to learn. Just now, Umesh was telling when we should not discuss about the matter about husband and wife, lighter side. I thought that that's the final place where if you have a cordial relation between these two, you understand that level. So that's the final examination, you know, if whether you clear that examination or not. So I haven't yet cleared that examination. That's Anyway, if you see our journey, I remember during 2018-19 when we started, and 2001 when we started in the online mode, large number of people has come across us and large number of workshop has been taken. And now, of course, at apex level, starting from AICT 2018-19, so on, then UGC now, at least they have started writing, they have written related to their centers. that this UAC is to be included. So our journey is taking place very fast. Now, during this journey, of course, I'm also coming in contact with a large number of the vice chancellor for in one way or other. Sometimes in the responsibility from UGC, sometimes some other organizations. So I really got the chance to meet the Vice Chancellor. One for the reasons from sometimes I get the responsibility from UGC. And at the same time, I am working from one of the organization that is working on environment, Paryavan Sanction. So in that respect also we are connecting IIT, NIT directors, university vice chancellor and so on. So wherever I got the chance, wherever I go, I try to meet the vice chancellor there also for this purpose and try to pursue them. Now here after reaching to this level, what I realize now is there is acceptability. This acceptability is not a question. Now question is how to go in deeper into that. First and the people all appreciated this, all right. But how to go deeper and make them realize that they go from top to the teacher and teacher to the student. This is a big task. And for big task, this workshop, this conference, what we are conducting, that's what I told it. I call it not simply sharing your experiences and of course, after sharing the experience, you share experience, I am sharing my experiences. We are learning from experience of each and other. This is one way. This is one purpose. So that ultimately we are examining our own performance in that way by listening the experience of others. So this is one thing. Of course, it's also very important. But I see this is beyond that. Because you are the people from selected people from all over the country. Not everyone is coming here, only selected peoples are coming. So when selected peoples are coming, so the purpose is not only the sharing of the experiences, the purpose is to ensure the participation. So very purpose, what is your participation in your institute and then to the society. So this is very important. So I feel from here, we all of us, we take up some responsibility and see our role ahead of it. I always call it this type of meeting, we call the Hindi Samiksha Yojana. Whatever you had, you critically analyze this, and then make the planning for further. So this is, I call the Samiksha and Yojana Baitak, something like this. And beyond this, a Karyakarta Nirma, to develop the volunteers. So in that way, I remember one, in our all systems throughout, everything is told in terms of stories. If you tell some story, and so that gives a real meaning of everything, because you have a limited words. But story has everything around this. So I'll for that purpose, you are all the volunteers, not the volunteers, but the key volunteers, selected people came here. So you have a larger responsibility. So have your participation and bring it to the society that is required. Say school level, MP government is doing. So we are doing in the college, then to the school, and lot more is to be done. So I remember one story, so I wanted to tell to that story. Of course, very beautiful in Hindi, but English may not be that much beautiful. I'll mix it these two. There was a सेठ जी थे, उनके 4 बेटे थे ना. तो सेठ जी की पत्नी थी. So पत्नी expired. So when patni expired, as wife expired, generally wife have got all the holding of keys of all wealth and everything. हो सकता अब रहता नहीं रहता, पहले ऐसा रहता था. तो वाइफ के पास पूरी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी थी. वाइफ एक्सपायर हो गई तो सेठ जी को लगा कि नाउ व्हाट टू डू. पत्नी नहीं रही तो 4 बेटे हैं उनकी, 4 बहुएं हैं. किसको चाबी किसको दिया जाए। और उन्होंने सोचा कि चलो कोई एक एक्सपेरिमेंट करते हुए सोच के देंगे, जो समझदार होगी, वाइज होगी, पूरे घर को ठीक तरह से ले जा पाएगी, आई विल गिव द कीज टू दैट। सो उन्होंने जो अनाज था, गेहूँ, wheat, so he took 5 pieces to give one, 5 to another, all for 5 pieces of the wheat, and he told that I am going for some holy trip, यात्रा में जा रहा हूँ, मैं 2 साल 3 साल बाद आऊँगा, तब तक इन 4 को 5 को आप संभाल के रखना, है ना, ये घूमना नहीं चाहिए, दिस इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, 5 pieces of wheat, इसको अपने पास ढंग से रखना, wheat, है ना, wheat, 5 only 5 seeds of the wheat you keep with you, संभाल के रखना। तो ठीक है, तो सबसे जो एल्डेस्ट वो थी, वो थे, उसने कहा 5 pieces of wheat useless, इसको क्या संभाल के रखना, in their tooth, you throw it away, when the old man will come back, I'll take up 5 from my go down and no problem, why to keep it, throw it। सेकेंड थी, उसने कहा कि ओ 5 pieces है और उसने दिया है तो there something is there, maybe some blessing is there, so he swallow it up, उन्होंने खा लिया कि मैं खाऊंगी तो कुछ ब्लेसिंग मिलेगा, ये कहेगा पुत्रवती भाव, वेल्थ मिल जाएगा, कुछ मिलता, तो उसने खा लिया। तीसरी थी, उसने सोचा क्या करें, उसने मंदिर में रख दिया कि मंदिर में रखते हैं, इसमें कुछ चीज़ होगा, मंदिर में पूजा करेंगे तो यहाँ से ससुर जी जगह ब्लेसिंग भी मिलेगा, वो तो मंदिर में रख दिया 5 पीस। जो चौथी थी, लास्ट थी, उसने सोचा जब 5 पीसेस 5 सीड्स है, उसका जो घर था, बड़ा घर था, फील्ड्स भी थे, एग्रीकल्चर का पोर्शन था, उसमें उन्होंने 5 पीसेस को लगा दिया, 5 पीस को लगा दिया, उससे 5 पेड़ हो गया, 5 पेड़ से हर एक पेड़ में 100 बीज हो गया, तो बहुत सारे पेड़ हो गए। अगली बार उन जो जितना बीज हुआ उसको फिर लगा दिया, फिर वो बहुत सारे हो गए, तो जब सेठ जी 4 साल बाद हो गए तो उन बीज से गोडाउन भर गया, कंप्लीट गोडाउन फील्ड ऑफ दैट। सेठ जी वापस आए, पूछा सबको भी 5 बीज का क्या किया, 5 सीड्स कहाँ है, जो एडलेस थी उसने अपने गोडाउन से ला के दे दिया कि ये, दूसरी थी मैंने तो खा लिया, आपने मुझे कोई ब्लेसिंग दिया, सबने अपना अपना कहानी बताया। जो सबसे छोटी थी उसने कहा कि ये गोडाउन जो भरा हुआ है आपके 5 बीज से, नाउ इज अ गोडाउन फील्ड ऑफ दैट बीज, उस गोडाउन से भर गया। सेठ जी को लगा दिस इज वेरी वाइज, दिस लेडी इज वाइज, जिसने 5 बीज से पूरा गोडाउन फील्ड अप कर लिया, एंड ही गिवन द कीज टू दैट। आई कोरेट दिस स्टोरी विद us all people, here from here we have given the 5 seeds to also all of you, now it is you to build up from 5 seeds so that build up the godown। आप कैसे पूरे समाज तक ले जा सकते हैं, कैसे लोगों से सकते थे, यहाँ जो कुछ भी हुआ है हमने अपने लिए वो 5 सीड मिला है, 5 सीड को हमको जो परंपरा से मिला है, सब बहुत से लोगों ने प्रयास करके और यहाँ तक ही लिया है, तो ये 5 बीज हम सबको मिला है, इस 5 बीज से हम कैसे गोडाउन भर सकते हैं। पूरा देश हमारे सामने, पूरा समाज हमारे सामने, पूरा संसार हमारी तरफ देखता है, पूरा देश ही नहीं पूरा संसार हमारी तरफ देखता है। आप पूरे संसार को देखें तो हर जगह whatever problem is there, that is because of the human being, whatever problem, whether it's in the society, whether in the family or whether in the nature, that is only because of the human being। We are talking of the nature, we are correcting trees, water, air, who is creating this? Human being is creating this, we are not correcting human being। हम पेड़ को ठीक करते हैं, नए पेड़ लगाते हैं, ठीक है करना ही चाहिए, लेकिन उसको खराब कौन कर रहा है, एयर को खराब कौन कर रहा है, दिस इज ओनली ह्यूमन बीइंग। व्हाट इज प्रॉब्लम विद द कंट्रीज, वन कंट्री इज फाइटिंग विद अदर कंट्रीज, हु इज डूइंग दिस, इट्स ऑल ह्यूमन बीइंग्स। इन द सोसाइटी, वन सोसाइटी इज फाइटिंग विद अनदर सोसाइटी इन द नेम ऑफ वन और अदर, हु इज ह्यूमन बीइंग। तो इट्स द ओनली ह्यूमन बीइंग हु हैज टू लर्न, हु हैज टू अंडरस्टैंड, टू लिव, हाउ टू लिव विद द पीपल, live with the nature। So this is with the Das, I expecting from all of us, including me, that we will be able to bring it to the society for better or less। Thank you very much।
धन्यवाद भैया, बहुत ही अच्छा टॉक रहा आपका। समय थोड़ा कम है, नहीं तो हम लोग भैया से और संवाद करते, बट ब्रेक के समय वी कैन हैव, है ना, डिस्कशन विद भैया। There are some sharings listed for this session. Am I audible? Ab theek hai. Okay. So presently 5 volunteers are listed for sharing in this session. अपराजिता दीदी, बीके शर्मा भैया, दीपा नैयर दीदी, दीपेश भैया और इला दीदी. So there is 1 hour of time left. So let us see how much we can do. So maybe you can share for 10 minutes and then we can have discussion. You know? So please do come. कोई नहीं, हम लोग आपको यहाँ देखते रहेंगे.
नमस्ते सभी को. नमस्ते. So I've just penned down something. So I don't know how much I can say in this 10 minutes. Let me just try to sum up whatever is my understanding of the content and the journey of mine. So I just got connected with this content in 2020 through the online workshops. So at that time it was that Corona period and like a lot of फुर्सत थी सुनने की, तो फुर्सत में सुना भी कंटेंट को. तब कुछ बहुत ज़्यादा first time when I heard the content, I don't think I really understood any of it. What I understood was this is something good, something different. That is what I could get. Maybe in the first workshop, what I can remember is that only the understanding of physical facility, that the physical facility is enough. Like I do not need to really run behind the physical facility. But I think that was my own. So it's already on. Okay. Am I audible? Okay. So actually, that was my own preconditioning that I got a boost there, because even otherwise I don't go buying things, because I think that that is what is my nature. So as the kind of resistance that you get from around your home or people in your family, you have to buy things, you have to be updated, you have to invest in yourself and all that. But I didn't know how to counter them. I don't know what was the basis. So only that thing I think I got with the FDP. But when it was, I think that nice feeling that you get from the FDP keeps you connected. And this is something different people, different set of people who are there, who are talking about it. So kept connected, and huge thanks to the weekly meeting systems that we are having. So we can keep connected. So I think for a long time, even I kept volunteering, even the weekly meetings, kept exploring things. But that's because it was, I think, Corona period and a lot of time was there, a lot of running around, bustling around was not there, because of which I just pondered over those proposals. But then I realized that the content has something more to it than just what I'm able to understand. So I explored it more, and as I shared it, as one day Umesh Bhaiya only called my name or say, okay, Aprajita Didi, you are going to present next time. I thought I didn't say anything like that. Then I thought, okay, Bhaiya has took my name, so I'll share this content also next time. So I'll prepare for it. But what I thought was, when you prepare for a subject, you study it all the more 360 degrees, and you want to be right also. You don't want to be confronted. You don't know this. That kind of an attitude that a teacher has. So preparing for it, when I prepared for it, I could get a lot of understanding about the content. And once I just shared to Sharmila Didi that, Didi, I've been telling people that those steps are there, doing, being, what do you exactly want to be is to be happy. So I said to her, so many, morning sessions I've been attending, now I really got this point, I've been sharing this content also, but I really didn't know, this didn't strike me. Sukh kya hai? I'm still finding it, searching it from somewhere outside only. So तो मतलब होने की बात है, कुछ पाने की बात नहीं. Anything I'll get, I'm not going to reach that position, that point, that completion point that I want to reach. It is all working within only. So very lately it actually struck me, and very lately only things like these two proposals, if I say that I this feeling of trust, it actually was very difficult for me. I could see that yes, I can see my natural acceptance, so I think that मैं तो ठीक ही हूँ ना, मैं तो correct ही हूँ क्योंकि मैं अपने ही स्वीकृति को देख सकती हूँ, तो मुझे लगता है मैं तो ठीक ही हूँ. मगर अगले व्यक्ति के साथ मैं क्या कर रही हूँ, क्या क्या what is being communicated to the other may not be. Okay, so then I get to understanding, yes, I also lack the competence. Other is also not like that. Maybe the other person is also lacking competence. So that I could work out at my home also, at my workplace also, because I have a boss wherein she is a very tough boss with me. So a long years of 10 years of बहुत सारा विरोध के साथ जीना हुआ उनके साथ. तो फिर जब भी कंटेंट आया तो शिकायत करने से कुछ होगा नहीं. शिकायत से क्या होगा, मगर शिकायत बनी हुई है तो डिसीजन मैं ही लेती हूँ, ये मुझे समझ में नहीं आया ना. I am only taking decision. This is just information for me. It is not really, I have not understood it. So then I thought, yes, this complaining about others, if it is not stopping, then I have not realized that. I have not understood it. Then now what happened, I could realize that only when the person is calling me, so many things are going on in me. So when we start self-exploring, I found out that even when the other person is not communicated, he has just called me to the cabin. I'm having an number of things about her. This is what she must be wanting to say, this, that, and all that. I have created a filter in my head. And when I'm listening to her, like I'm not really listening to her actually. Then as we explored this content with self-exploration, next time it was like, let me see what is going on in me. And let me not have any filters to listen to her. So then I thought that so many times she didn't really mean anything like that. And I'm only making it up in my mind. So now I was more relaxed, more peaceful inside. And that strain in that relationship at least has gone off. I don't know, we do not have any strains right now, but I have not seen any very positive this thing. Because maybe I'm not interacting with her a lot. So I think a lot has to be done from my end also. So I've not got that kind of a confirmation from anyone. Because at family also, my son, the younger one, he had gone for an FDP once. So he keeps telling me. So वो बहुत बोलता रहता है, अभी बहुत आपको सीखना है. क्योंकि he went to the FDP and he heard all those proposals. And he was there 3 days. I didn't think that he would be sitting, but he was there without his mobile, anything, he was sitting there. So he knows all the proposals. So whenever so he's like a guru for me. He has understood the proposals well. And he keeps telling me, Abhi, it is a long way for you to go. So, and definitely the family members, very difficult. My husband also keeps telling this to me. But gradually, somewhere I find that thing has patched up somewhere. I cannot just put on in some event. But what I can see is my mother-in-law has agreed now to come for a 6 days FDP with me in Indore. So she's saying, okay, I'll come along with you. So I think that is a big change for me, at least, when she has agreed for that. Because when close family members happen to see that, because you have been, you cannot fake them actually. No? Outside, so you can wear a mask and you can be. Even in college, you can be good with people even if you don't want to be. But it's very difficult with family members. 2 proposals, this trust was a big one. It's a huge way to go, I can understand that. Then self and body. This proposal was I think, this is the ultimate proposal, to get to know that I am not the body. All the problems that are around me, I can see that it is just because that I think that I am the body. So with the sons, they should be listening to me. क्योंकि वो मेरे बच्चे हैं, मुझे लगता है वो मेरे बच्चे हैं, तो उनको सुनना ही है मुझे, सुनना चाहिए मुझे. तो सुख को सिर्फ इतना ही देख लिया कि कोई मेरी बात सुन ले. People should, that expectation level, no? The sons should listen to me, the students should understand, should perform well when I'm teaching so well to them. All that kind of expectation is not happiness. Now all of this is just because self and body. I think that I am still not understood that proposal well. I have a long way to go there as well. So I did went to the Vipassana, 10 days Vipassana, this time in December, to just see what it is there. Something, if we go rigorously, because we don't, at least for myself, I can see 10, 24 hours, I'm very busy, and I'm doing something or the other constantly. So that break, I think I never get. Even if I'm sitting alone, I'm not taking a break because I'm not looking within. So I think that I have to have some kind of a break like that. That was a very nice experience for me because actually I have never had very physical ailments. So I think that why are people complaining about things, na? But when it really happens to me, when I'm not keeping well, then it's so difficult to see that I'm not the body. It's very difficult to see that. So in the Vipassana, this thing, when you sit for the Adhisthana for 1 hour and you don't have to move yourself, and then there is an excruciating pain in my leg, then I am different from the body. It is very difficult to see. Very difficult to see. But then I saw that with the 10 days, how when inputs are not coming, all the वो भरा हुआ जो है अंदर गोदाम ना पूरा थोड़ा थोड़ा खाली होने लग जाता है. So that kind of silence is very important, I think. We should be bringing it in our lives so that we just empty things up like. So in those 10 days, I could see that for at least 2 days, I was just dwindling between the past and the future. And then 4th day, it became all silent. Then I was very creative with things. I don't know where from this creation was coming. Gradually getting very silent. And it was a very blissful experience for me. Even when the extreme pain is there, how not to see the pain? It was very nice. I think it is possible. It was a possibility to just keep away from it. It is a possibility. So that is what I was able to see that. So these two proposals, I think, are huge ones. And I think self and body, that is the ultimate proposal, because why I am here. I'm not here to see that how my son is going to behave the way I want, or how I would be making, what I have imagined in my life, how my life would go. जैसे कि बहुत सारी चिंता लगी रहती है, ओल्ड एज हो जाएगी तो क्या, इतना पैसा है क्या कि हम लोग सस्टेन कर पाएंगे ना इन ओल्ड एज, बच्चे पता नहीं किस तरह से आगे बढ़ेंगे, व्हाट वुड बी देयर फ्यूचर, पता नहीं दे विल गेट राइट लाइफ पार्टनर्स टू लिव विथ, ऑल दैट I have no control on that. What I can do, I'll do that. What is the outcome is not in my hands, so I can be at peace. So till now also things have not happened the way I wanted. So why should I bother? Why should I worry about? Like what I have to do right now, I'll do that. So what I can do as far as understanding of my children is concerned, that I can work. I'm not holding properly. Now is it okay? Okay, fine. Okay. So this is how it is. What I have found it of late is I have to, whatever work is to be done inside. There's no point seeing things outside. Everything that I'm seeing outside is through my senses. And whatever meaning I am giving is me who is giving the meaning. So if I am upset, it is me who is responsible about it. So I have to work ultimately on my own, and there is no other way. And I see it is very difficult to work on my own. That is the most challenging work that is to be done. So that is it from my side. Thank you so much.
Not for me, I'm asking. Somebody will ask for me.
Namaste, namaste to all. Namaste, Didi. Didi, I am traveling with you for the past, I think, 4 years before I met you. You have the same, patience and the way of behaving. How you have like this? So I'm really wondered. Every time you have the same pleasant face and the words also uttering So, and you understand the feelings also of me and others. So, it's very nice to see from you. And how you are maintaining that harmony within you, Didi?
Didi, it is only some time that we come together over here, and all this pleasant atmosphere can always make you in that state. But only you'll have to ask my husband and my son how it is. Isn't it? It's all that ways only.
Didi, I'm seeing that you are doing lot of activities in UHV voluntary newsletter, newsletter, and many things. You are a resource person. So how you manage? You are working also, no? So how you manage family life, work, and this much activities? I really get surprised. So it will be an inspiration for other ladies also to do something more.
Yeah, I think after UHV, I have just stopped doing all faltu things. I used to come from college. First thing was I used to switch on my TV, and so much time I would keep listening to the news most of the time, because I thought that I should know everything. You should know everything. You should be updated. But then I realized, well, how is it going to matter? And discussions also would be like, why some two countries are fighting. Now, ultimately, we both, me and my husband, end up fighting in all of that. So, like, many a times it used to happen that my son would come and just switch off the TV, because a lot of this talk shows are going on. That this is very annoying, Mama, and both of us, he would say, just close this up. So that then I realized so much time waste I may be doing, I was doing in all of that. How does it matter? Because now I see that people tell me, you know this, what happened here? So I said, okay, I don't know it. So now that is very difficult actually for me to see that, oh, I don't know some things are happening around and I'm not updated with the news and this and that. What I can see is that we can curtail on what all time waste. I did that only. What all time waste I can do. Moreover, I see that when we are more focused, maybe we can do work better, in faster way also. Once I was in my cabin, I was working, and there were 5-6 files there, and I was just working on that, and one of my colleagues just wanted to call me for lunch. She must be calling me, and I didn't listen. I was into those files. Then I just saw, there's just a partition is there. Huh? So I just saw a face on that partition. I thought, what is that? Then I realized it's my friend only. And she was just saying, how much engrossed are you in that files? So it is like when you are doing certain work, now when you are into it, you do it and then you keep the files aside. So that is what I have developed. I do that ways only. So it should not keep lingering. Most of the time we waste in revisiting things again and again. I think that can also help. And regarding online work or Excel, I am good at it actually, so it is faster. That's it.
Didi, I have a question.
Yeah.
You said we can see Guru in our children also.
Yeah.
Can you say some examples as you are able to say you learned something from your son?
Yeah, Didi, a lot of things. With my son, he'll tell you are not a good listener. He'll tell me. So then we developed, okay, let's talk about it. When you talk, I am not going to interrupt. Whatever you want to say, you can say. Then I'll say something, then you have to listen. Otherwise, what used to happen, whatever he is saying, half the way he has said, I am interrupting in between. So I have actually not heard him. So he will give me tips like that. Okay, let's do this ways. And that is how, Didi. So many things children keep giving you these tips, and you have to be open to it. And then we see that more of understanding is possible.
Yeah, I would just add a couple of things. Aprajita ji had taken up the responsibility of, there was one idea from Ganeshi that it would be nice to have a audio book. So she and Deepesh G, they took it up. We never had to remind them, and now that is over, isn't it? It's 12 chapters are done. So and it has come out very, very well. So that is taking responsibility. So lead volunteer, She's a very good example of that. Similarly, the newsletter and her organization, the way you organize the video editing and the newsletter things, it makes it very easy for volunteers to develop, to make the effort to make that newsletter and the video editing. And one more very important thing of a lead volunteer is to help to develop the other people. So even those people who were interested in video editing, who didn't have any idea about video editing, she has helped them to develop themselves as video editors. So really appreciate that. Nice.
Yeah, thank you. In fact, it is all everyone's inputs that everyone is willing to learn. Otherwise, how it is possible? So it was a nice experience with everyone. Even if I see the video editing project of us like that, so many people are there into it, and everyone is contributing. Once एक session था भैया जिसमें morning session में जो हमने edit किया, I thought some videos are here, there, they are not there or something. But I could see that there was not a single error in people's, everyone had done their job. So that was also very nice to see. Moreover, I put organized things because I forget a lot actually. So that's why I put everything on writing. So that is the reason I put everything on writing, so that I don't have to the RAM is very less. तो सब उड़ जाता है उसमें से, तो कहीं लिख दो तो अच्छा है. So that is how, that's why I put everything in writing. Okay.
I'd just like
Thank
to
you.
add something for Aprajita Didi. We have joined together, we volunteered together, and we are still working together. So I don't know where Umesh Bhaiya is. Is he there? Umesh Bhaiya is right there. Umesh Bhaiya, okay, I won't talk about Umesh Bhaiya right now. We all know that I'm right now currently involved with CR. But there are certain volunteers with whom we work together in WR, and we are the punching bag for each other. There are a lot of things that we can't discuss with Umesh Bhaiya or Kumar Bhaiya or Rajul Bhaiya, but we can discuss amongst ourselves, and we can explore a lot of proposals together. And wherever we feel we are stuck, then we resort to Umesh Bhaiya. So I see a lot of guidance through her, and also the persistence with which she is taken up roles and responsibilities. There's lots to learn from Aprajita Didi. Wish you all the best, Didi.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
एक 2 मिनट बात कर लो थोड़ा सा. Okay, so one of the good quality of Aprajita Didi, as mentioned by Rajul Bhaiya, end-to-end responsibility of things, whatsoever she does, whether it's a video editing or audio book, newsletter, coordinating face-to-face FDP in the Western region. All these things she is doing, but what is more important thing she is doing is she is trying to get into the feeling of affection from the attachment. So literally for her, what her children are doing doesn't bother to her now. Many times in a talk she said that whether they want to marry, they will marry. My job is just to guide them. Whether Shyam Pratap Singh Bhaiya, her husband, if she shouts, she will shout. My job is just to live with the feeling of relationship. So that is sort of clarity that she is getting. That clarity is very important, connecting with the people with the feeling of relationship. One thing is sure, whenever you get the call from Aprajita Didi, make sure that you have 30 minutes. This is another good quality. She would keep talking about family, she would keep telling you what Vishwajit is doing, whether you are interested listening to it or not. But Vishwajit had puri bhaji this morning. Bhaiya, he doesn't like puri bhaji, he likes puri bhaji. She will tell you every small thing. I mean, that's the way she connects with the people. She easily mingles with the people. One of other thing what I noticed through her sharing, she is also regional coordinator. And I think all of our regional coordinators shall develop the clarity on the content. That is very important thing. Otherwise, regional coordinatorship would become just a part of doing work and not the responsibility. And when we do something just as a work, then there is a possibility of having so many issues in, within us. So our regional coordinators, whether you want to share the content or you don't want to share the content as a resource person, that's a different thing. But I think this is one of the most important thing for all the regional coordinators to develop the clarity of the content with the process of self-exploration as good as a resource person. Thank you, Didi.
Thank you.
I'm saying then only you can coordinate without domination.
So thank you, Via, and thank you, Didi. Namaste to all. I am Dr. BK Sharma. Actually, BK Sharma is the name of this body. I am self. So, and I am from Jaipur. I'm working in teaching since last 26 years. In 2019, I first attended this kind of 3 days FDP in my college. And before that FDP, as usual, the purpose of my life is to get happiness from outside, means from sensation and from favorable feelings. And the programs also, जो भी कार्यक्रम बनते थे वो भी उसी के लिए बनते थे कि कैसे सही अनुकूल संवेदना मतलब फेवरेबल फीलिंग्स मिल जाए और फेवरेबल सेंसेशन मिल जाए. एंड उसी के फिर डिफरेंट डिफरेंट काम चल रहे थे. बट व्हेन आई अटेंडेड द वर्कशॉप, आई केम टू नो दैट व्हाट इज द बेसिक एस्पिरेशन. जो प्रपोजल्स की बात करते हैं कि क्या क्या प्रपोजल्स एक्सप्लोर किए, तो वो वर्कशॉप किया, फिर बहुत सारे वर्कशॉप और किए, फिर कानपुर में जाके सारसत्र किया, मॉर्निंग सेशन अटेंड किया, वॉलंटियरिंग शुरू किया, और गणेश सर के कॉन्टेक्ट में बहुत टाइम रहा. और मतलब अब तक बता रहा हूँ, फिर कंक्लूजन करने के लिए मैं वो सब बताऊँगा उसके बारे में. एंड अराउंड 7,000 to 8,000 आवर्स मैंने कंटेंट को सुना अलग अलग तरीके से. 50-60 दिन कानपुर संस्थान में भी रहा, अलग अलग टाइम पर 10 दिन के लिए, 15 दिन के लिए, और इस कंटेंट को शेयर भी किया अलग अलग जगह. उन सब के बाद अभी कुछ 6 महीने पहले, 1 साल 6 महीने पहले, 8 महीने पहले ये निकल के आया, जो दीदी ने भी बताया कि जो हम शेयर कर रहे हैं क्या बाकी में उसको फील भी कर रहे हैं क्या. जैसे कि फर्स्ट प्रपोजल, व्हाट इज द बेसिक एस्पिरेशन, एंड दैट इज कंटिन्यूस हैप्पीनेस. तो क्या वो मेरा बन पाया है या मैं सिर्फ बोल ही रहा हूँ इस बात को. तो अब जब बोलते हैं उसको, जब बार बार बोला, कंटेंट को शेयर करते हैं लोगों के साथ में, पढ़ रहे हैं, बोल रहे हैं, सुन रहे हैं, लेकिन क्या वो बेसिक एस्पिरेशन मेरा है, ये मैं देख पा रहा हूँ उस चीज़ को. तो देखा कि नहीं, ये तो दिख नहीं रहा, सिर्फ बोलने के लिए ही है. बट देन आई एक्सप्लोर दैट प्रोसेस. क्या है, तो वही है भाई, सेल्फ एक्सप्लोरेशन एंड देन एक्सपीरियंस वैलिडेशन. तो जब स्वयं में देखा तो ठीक है, हाँ अभी हर समय आई वांट टू बी हैप्पी एट ऑल द टाइम. व्हेन एक्सपीरियंशियल वैलिडेशन देखा कि कैसे पता चले कि मैं हर समय चाहता हूँ, हाउ आई कैम टू नो दैट ऑल द टाइम आई वांट टू बी हैप्पी. देन आई ऑब्जर्व माई प्रोग्राम्स, what program I am making, what program I am doing for that. So programs are various, there are number of programs, but then I came to know that all the programs are, maximum programs are for the getting either favorable sensation or favorable feelings. Then the proposal came in the mind that जो हम बात करते हैं वर्कशॉप में कि हैप्पीनेस इज टू बी इन स्टेट ऑफ हार्मनी, मैं क्या उस बात को समझाऊं या अभी भी मैं एक्साइटमेंट को ही हैप्पीनेस मान रहा हूँ. तो देखा नहीं, आई एम कंसिडरिंग एक्साइटमेंट एज हैप्पीनेस, एंड सो दैट आई एम मेकिंग प्रोग्राम्स फॉर दैट. अच्छा खाना मिल जाए, अच्छा देखने को मिल जाए, मतलब 5 सेंसेस जो है हमारे, रूप रस गंध स्पर्श सब अच्छा देखने को मिल जाए, अच्छा खाने को मिल जाए, अच्छा टच मिल जाए, अच्छी स्मेल मिल जाए. तो उनके लिए प्रोग्राम बन रहे हैं, और उनमें फिर हम वैरायटी एंड उसको विषयान्वेषण कहते हैं, उनमें एक्सपेरिमेंट कर रहे हैं. वी आर डूइंग एक्सपेरिमेंट्स इन फूड, डिफरेंट वैरायटी ऑफ फूड, डिफरेंट वैरायटी ऑफ क्लोथ्स, जगह जगह घूमना. तो देखा देयर इज नो कंटिन्यूटी इन दैट. जो वर्कशॉप में हम बात भी कर रहे हैं, और मैंने भी ये रियलाइज़ किया कि इसमें कंटिन्यूटी नहीं है, तो जो मेरा बेसिक एस्पिरेशन है वो इससे फुलफिल नहीं होगा. देन द सेकंड स्लाइड्स केम इन तो जो हम प्रपोजल कहते हैं द ह्यूमन बीइंग इज अ कोएग्जिस्टेंस ऑफ सेल्फ एंड बॉडी, और ये एक स्लाइड मुझे लगा मेरे लिए सफिशिएंट है. दैट नीड ऑफ सेल्फ इज कंटिन्यूस एंड नीड ऑफ बॉडी इज टेम्परेरी. तो क्या मैं इस बात को देख पा रहा हूँ? एंड इट इज क्वालिटेटिव एंड इट इज दैट इज क्वांटिटेटिव. तो क्या उस बात को मैं देख पा रहा हूँ या सिर्फ विचार तक ही चल रही है वो चीज़, विचारों में ही घूम रही है? क्या वो फीलिंग लेवल तक या मेरी कंडीशनिंग वो वाली हो पा रही है कि नहीं, जिसको संस्कार कई बार कहते हैं? तो देखा नहीं, वो तो विचार लेवल पर चल रहा है. जब भी कोई आता है कुछ ऐसा खाने को तो फिर वो जो प्रपोजल है वो साइड में होता है, मतलब कंपोजिट सा है कि सुनने के लिए बोलने के लिए प्रपोजल्स हैं, जीने के लिए तो अलॉय नहीं बन पाया. वो कंपोजिट मटेरियल साइंस में बोलते हैं ना अलॉय एंड कंपोजिट्स, तो प्रपोजल अलॉय नहीं बना, वो कंपोजिट है कि सुनने बोलने के लिए एक लेवल है और जीने के लिए एक दूसरा लेवल है. तो फिर कानपुर में बहुत सारा एक्सप्लोरेशन चल रहा है और मैं कई और भी थोड़ा सा उसको स्टडी कर रहा हूँ, पुस्तकें भी हैं कुछ और बहुत सारी. तो जो प्रपोजल मैं बार बार मैं उसको याद रखने का मतलब मेरे जहन में रहे, वो उसको रिपीट करने का, तो उसके लिए फिर वो अभ्यास का एक सत्र हुआ था. पहले भी किए हैं, अभी एक कुछ दिन पहले फील्डवर्ड में भी एक सत्र किया था कि अभ्यास कैसे करें उसकी प्रैक्टिस. तो टू रिमेंबरिंग दैट वी नीड टू हैव प्रैक्टिस. दिस आई केम टू नो दैट प्रैक्टिस अगर नहीं करेंगे तो फिर वो चीज़ हम भूल जाते हैं. जैसे ही कोई एडवर्स कंडीशन आती है एंड वी फॉरगेट द प्रपोजल. एंड देन सेकंड कि हाउ द नीड ऑफ सेल्फ कैन बी फुलफिल्ड. तो इट इज़ बाय राइट अंडरस्टैंडिंग एंड राइट फीलिंग ओनली. एंड अबाउट द बॉडी नीड कैन बी फुलफिल्ड ओनली बाय द फिजियोकेमिकल थिंग्स. तो जब देखते हैं हाउ मच फिजियोकेमिकल थिंग्स नीड, तो जब इसका हिसाब लगाया कि आवश्यकता कितने की है, जो प्रॉस्पेरिटी की बात करते हैं कि प्रॉस्पेरिटी फीलिंग ऑफ हैविंग और प्रोड्यूसिंग मोर देन रिक्वायर्ड, तो रिक्वायर्ड कितना है. जब इसको मैंने काफ़ी डीपली एक्सप्लोर किया, देखा कि ये बहुत ज़्यादा है ही नहीं. कपड़ों की घर तो ऑलरेडी है ही. कपड़े जब देखे तो कपड़े तो उतने हैं कि अब आगे खरीदने की ज़रूरत नहीं. जैसे ये कुर्ते वगैरह 5 साल पहले सिलवाए थे तो वो अभी काम आ रहे हैं. बीच में काम कभी कभी आते थे 6 महीने में 1 साल में, अब वो सारे काम आ रहे हैं. तो कपड़े की नीड तो ऑलरेडी फुलफिल्ड है, घर ऑलरेडी है ही. अब खाने की कितनी नीड है, या बच्चों की एजुकेशन की. और बच्चों की भी एजुकेशन का मतलब क्या, जैसे पहले यही था दिमाग में मेरे कि बच्चे पढ़ लिख जाएं, अच्छे जॉब में लग जाएं, मेरा काम ख़त्म. लेकिन हाँ, तो अब ध्यान गया कि वो काम ख़त्म वहाँ नहीं हो रहा है. जो मेरी नीड है कंटिन्यूस हैप्पीनेस, वो फुलफिल होगी बाय राइट अंडरस्टैंडिंग एंड राइट फीलिंग, वही उनके लिए है. अगर मैं सिर्फ उनके फिजिकल फैसिलिटी, जो प्रपोजल है कि फिजिकल फैसिलिटी, राइट अंडरस्टैंडिंग, रिलेशनशिप और राइट अंडरस्टैंडिंग, तीनों पे ही काम करना है, तो एक पे ही काम कर रहा हूँ कि तीनों पे काम कर रहा हूँ. तो वो जो पहली स्लाइड से जो ध्यान गया, द ह्यूमन बीइंग द कोएग्जिस्टेंस सेल्फ एंड बॉडी, उस स्लाइड से बहुत सारी चीज़ें, जैसे कि दीदी ने भी बताया कि क्या अभी मैं अपने आप को बॉडी मान के जी रहा हूँ या सेल्फ. तो जब नेक्स्ट बात करते हैं फीलिंग्स की, तो फीलिंग का एक फर्स्ट अफेक्शन एक फीलिंग है. तो मैं किसी एक के साथ अफेक्शन को रख पा रहा हूँ. तो वो मैंने देखा कि जैसे सुबह सुबह मैं घर पे चाय बनाता हूँ, तो मैं चाय कितनी डाल रहा हूँ, वाइफ के कप में और अपने कप में. ये भी ऑब्जर्व कि कई बार दिखता है कि मैं वाइफ के कप मतलब अपने कप में थोड़ी ज़्यादा चाय डालता हूँ कि ज़्यादा चाय मिल जाए मुझे. तो फिर कहाँ है अफेक्शन? या जो रोटियाँ रखी हैं 5-6, तो मैं उसमें सेलेक्ट कर रहा हूँ रोटियाँ या ऊपर से उठा ले रहा हूँ. तो देखता हूँ कि नहीं, मैं सेलेक्ट करता हूँ कि अच्छी रोटी मुझे मिले. तो इसका मतलब कहाँ है वो अफेक्शन की फीलिंग, जो स्नेह का भाव है वो नहीं है अभी. तो इसका मतलब संबंध को मैं समझ ही नहीं पाया. लेकिन अब मेरा ध्यान उन बातों पर जा रहा है. जैसे अभी कुछ दिन पहले 5 किलो मटर लेके आई, तो उन्होंने कहा आओ मटर छीलते हैं. तो पहले लगा अरे मटर, लेकिन फिर मैं बैठा मटर छीला थोड़ा. तो आई मीन टू से कि उन चीज़ों को जब मैं एक्सप्लोर कर रहा हूँ, तो ये प्रपोजल्स जो हम कंटेंट शेयर कर रहे हैं वर्कशॉप में, FDPs में, या जो हम पढ़ रहे हैं, वो मुझे लगता है कि वो अपने आप में पूर्ण है. उनको एक्सप्लोर करना, उनकी प्रैक्टिस करना ही अब काम है, जो काम बचा है. तो पहले और अब मैं देख पा रहा हूँ अपने आप में कि जितना जितना मैं प्रपोजल्स को डीपली एक्सप्लोर कर रहा हूँ, उतना उतना मेरी स्थिति इम्प्रूव होती जा रही है. और मेरी जो मैं आराम में आता जा रहा हूँ। तो अब सिर्फ वो प्रोग्राम मेरे लिए नहीं, मेरे फैमिली के लिए, मेरे एक्सटेंडेड फैमिली जो सोसाइटी के लिए, उसके लिए भी मैं सोच पा रहा हूँ और जितना थोड़ा थोड़ा कर भी पा रहा हूँ, है ना। तो उस दिशा में पूरा वो काम चल रहा है। और जो प्रपोजल्स हैं, ऐसे बॉडी के बारे में बात होती है कि बॉडी इज माई
की सीमा है भैया, तो
अच्छा टाइम हो गया ठीक ठीक। तो यही प्रपोजल्स हैं जिनको मैं एक्सप्लोर कर रहा हूँ, और इसमें और समय तो लगेगा, लेकिन जल्दी है नहीं, क्योंकि आई एम कंटिन्यूस दिस प्रपोजल को बार बार मैं एक्सप्लोर कर रहा हूँ। और अभी की स्थिति जो करंट लास्ट जो प्रपोजल है कि अभी की स्थिति क्या है, तो अभी मैं देख पा रहा हूँ कि सोसाइटी में काम करना इज़ माई नीड, वर्किंग एज ए वॉलंटियर इज़ माई नीड, इट इज़ नॉट माई रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, बिकॉज आई एम अ पार्ट ऑफ सोसाइटी एंड दिस सोसाइटी इज अ पार्ट ऑफ नेचर एंड नेचर इज अ पार्ट ऑफ एग्जिस्टेंस। सो दिस इज़ माई नीड। कल को मेरी बेटी की शादी होगी तो वो बच्चा कहाँ से आएगा, तो सोसाइटी से ही आएगा। अगर वो बच्चा सही समझदार नहीं है तो अल्टीमेटली दैट इज़ गोइंग टू एम्पर मी। तो वर्किंग इन सोसाइटी इज़ नॉट समथिंग एल्स, इट इज़ माई नीड। तो ये मैं देख पा रहा हूँ। तो फिर जब इस तरह से काम करते हैं तो कोई बर्डन कोई ऐसा लगता नहीं है, तो बड़ा आराम से है। इट्स ए जर्नी, इट्स प्रोसेस में रहना ही आई थिंक इट इज़ sufficient for me. This I can observe, क्योंकि day by day I can observe in myself that my state is improving, and that is reflected also from many corners. People are saying that now आप थोड़ा शांत हो गए पहले के कंपेयर में, तो वो एक वेरिफिकेशन भी है, और मुझे तो लग ही रहा है बाहर से भी मिल जाता है, तो वो उस तरह से चल रहा है। सो थैंक यू वेरी मच। टाइम इज
एक और उपलब्धि की बात है कि भैया की बेटी भी आई हुई है,
माय डॉटर इज आल्सो देयर,
अटेंड किया और आज कॉन्फ्रेंस में भी आई हुई है। आप जरा खड़े हो जाइए, आप आपकी बड़ी बेटी हैं कुछ आप फीडबैक देना चाहोगी पापा के बारे में?
क्या कह रहे हैं?
क्या बताना है?
So that I can understand.
So it's been so many years when father started this, and 3 years back he forced us to come to the one of the UHP workshop that was 7 days, and I think that forceful agreement was good, because all the rest three of us are understanding what father is trying to say now and then, because before that we used to have clashes of thoughts a lot, because he used to say but we never used to listen, because why are you doing this, why are you saying all this, we don't understand anything, you just listen to us. And now everyone in our family is growing and trying to nurture each other, we are helping each other in some or the other way. So he plays a very important role in our family, and I'm glad that because of him we are also introduced to the content.
Any questions? अखिलेश भैया कुछ कहना चाहते हैं? दूसरा एक और था ना, वहाँ माइक था।
So after family, I am from his extended family, what he was talking about. So whenever we go to these type of things in USP and other things, so we come with our family. Anupma is always there. So people used to say that you are very lucky you are coming with your family. But he knows that what things we are going through, you know. So from outside it appears that everything is okay, but we know that there are some certain times there are problems. So when there is problem, when I am unable to solve it, I know whom to call, so I call him. So he is the person who will remind me, see, this is what you need to focus. So he is always there as a mentor. So recently from this workshop onward, I start calling him my big brother, Bade Bhaiya. So it's very good to, when families interact with, So actually he called me for taking up the responsibility of observer for one FTP in Jaipur. So I was there with my family, so he asked me for lunch, and I and Anupma and my whole family, we met to each other. So from there we developed a bonding from family to family. So now this is something very, very, very good. So this give me confidence, not only for family also. So this family to family bonding, which we are harnessing, which is growing, this is very good. Thank you, Bhaiya.
Thank you. Now I request Deepa Nair Didi to come and share.
Bhaiya, I came to know you have left your job, no? How old are you? Because we are still no. 49. So you have been working for how many years, Bhaiya?
6 years.
Okay. So now you feel that you have to work for the
For self-development.
Self. That's why. Okay.
Thank you.
Namaste everyone. Let me introduce myself. I am Deepa G Nair, working as Professor in the Department of Civil Engineering, Cochin University. Me and Sunil Bhaiya from the same university, and also the university coordinator. I live in Cochin with my husband. His name is Rajendran. He was a mechanical engineer working in Kuwait for many years. We have 2 children, Achyut and Ashwin. Both are in US. Both of them went for their studies. Achyut is now working there, and the younger one, Ashwin, is preparing just to start his PhD program. This is about my family. Both our parents are no more. My mother-in-law recently passed away last month. And now coming to my UHV journey, I started my UHV journey from 2018 with a 3-day introductory workshop. That time I was actually struggling with some personal issues. So that introductory workshop had given me a new perspective about my life. So I was able to manage my daily schedule very effectively. And after that, I got connected to UHV again in 2020 with a 5-day introductory workshop. Then later, in October 2020, along with my students of the institution, we attended this ESIP. And then Refresher 1, Refresher 2. Last year, I was able to attend this UHV 3 workshop. Now I am able to conduct sessions as resource person, co-facilitator, observer, also conducting this Wednesday ESIP follow-up sessions. This is about my UHV journey. Now coming to my state before UHV. Actually, I was seeking happiness from outside every time. Especially, I was expecting validations from others all the time. I was longing to be in the good books of my teachers, friends, colleagues. But I was a different person in front of my family. This was actually creating a lot of conflicts in me, frustrations in me, conflicts with my parents, with my sister, and my husband. So when I came to UHV, I was able to overcome many of the preconditions. Now let me share the key proposals related with that. Happiness, prosperity, and natural acceptance. I'll say it in a single line, because when I first came across with these terms, I know one meaning for happiness. I was having some idea about prosperity. Natural acceptance was a new term, but it really helped me in 2018 when first I heard about this, because it helped me to prioritize my things, arrange my daily schedule. And also, natural acceptance, it helped me very much in aligning my thoughts rather than preconditioning or sensation in line with natural acceptance. And when I say about the proposal, self and body, very important proposal, especially related to my life. When I first came with this proposal in 2018, my mother was bedridden and she was not recognizing any of us. And she was not even able to give any responses. We were able to get some signs of her physical pain. That was the situation. That time my husband was working outside. My children were studying in college and school. I was very difficult to manage the domestic things. We were having one home nurse also at home. But I was very particular in spending some time with my mother, only for giving medicine and giving her her food and assisting her in her bathing. That was only the thing I thought I can do the help. That means I was only considering her body. But when I came across with the proposal of self, I was able to understand the requirement of the self, the need for caring. Then after that, I was able to spend at least 1 hour every day with her. I was sitting beside her, and during the after my college, around 6:30, 7:30, we used to have prayers. And that time I was able to spend time with my mother on her bedside. So that experience had given me a good satisfaction and fulfillment, I would say. UHV only helped me in this. And if I say about self-regulation, my story is a good example, I would say, because from 2023, I was recognized with breast cancer. Then when I first heard about this, I was really worried for a moment. Then suddenly I thought my responsibility towards my body. First I thought about my family members, how I'll be able to communicate it. They should see me with that confidence, then only they will be able to accept this. Along with that, I was able to see my responsibility towards my body. And I was able to communicate it to my family members with that confidence. They got the assurance, and it helped us to manage the situation. And during this period, actually from 23 February to 23 June, I was undergoing 6 cycles of chemotherapy and a mastectomy surgery. And I was relieved from all my official duties. I was able to utilize this period for my self-exploration, especially going through the proposals of UHV. And I would say that the most important thing that happened during that period, I was able to conduct my first online FDP in May 2nd, 2023. And then accidentally, the topic was harmony of the self with the body. I was discussing with Aprajita Didi. Initially, she told me to conduct the session on respect. But that day, it was Wednesday, we used to have respect. That day was my chemo day. Then I told the previous day I can. Then she told me this topic. But I was a little bit reluctant. Then she explained me, we used to go through exercise 1, exercise 2. This is only about exercise 2. That had given me confidence. And the preparations for conducting the session also helped me in deepening my awareness about the content. And this is my story about self-regulation. And when the other proposals on relationship, I want to talk about trust and respect. The proposal of trust, as everyone say, it's very difficult for me. Earlier, whenever I was having some issue with someone, I used to blame the other person, and I was never able to see anything wrong in my behavior, especially in my interactions with my husband. We used to have frequent fights, arguments. But on going through the proposal of the trust, I was able to see that my intention is, his intention is as similar to me. And these reactions has drastically reduced, and it helped me in improving in my relationship with others. I say with my family members, because with others, I was having a different approach earlier. And with respect, the proposal on respect, when I first heard the proposal on respect 2018, I was very delighted to see the proposal, because I thought I had learned it from my parents. Every time my father was saying that we need to see the other person as similar to us. But when I heard this proposal, I thought, oh, it's the same. And I was also having this feeling of helping others. But unknowingly, I was expecting something from them. I was able to overcome this feeling, and I was able to get self-confidence. And this also has, the understanding on right evaluation has helped me in my interactions with others. And with respect to nature, even before coming to UHV, my research interest was focused on sustainability. I did my PhD on sustainable housing and utilization of the waste materials. That information I was able to reinforce in me with the proposal of mutual fulfillment when I was going through the proposal of UHV. Now coming to existence, I would say that we all are able to see, we all are units, we are coexisting. Being in space, each unit is able to recognize its relationship with other units and fulfill its relationship. Every time when I was going through these terms, I was wondering that how it can happen. Are we able to see anything related with space? But let me share a recent experience related with this. My mother-in-law, she passed away last month. We were having some rituals, and during that program, after that, some excess food was there. It was just after the lunch time. Relatives and neighbors, they were packing the food. Then during that time, one lady, she was very tired, she came to our home. Instinctively, I felt a feeling of relationship and I invited her for lunch. She happily agreed. I was able to sit near her and I was asking her many things. She also felt very comfortable and she shared her story with me. She was coming from a neighboring panchayat for seeking some help for her husband who was a cancer patient. And she was also saying that they were having 2 children in the teenagers, 1 boy and 1 girl. And from this story, I was again feeling some relationship from her, and I thought I have to pack some food for her family also. She was happy. She never asked me for any money, but I felt for helping her something, and I offered her some money. Her smile of gratitude, it really touched me very much. And I was able to see that coexistence. From this experience, I got motivated, and I thought we have some more food here. We will pack it as small lunch packets, and we will distribute it. I started doing the same thing because we are having a lot of banana leaves. So we packed the food, and other family members also joined with me. And we just took the car, drove around the town, and we were able to distribute it among in the town. And this experience has really, I would say, reinforced my proposal on existence, actually the coexistence of different units in space. If we are able to, being in space, we are able to see this coexistence, and we only need to understand our commitment for fulfilling the relationship with other units. Thank you.
We can take questions now. Okay, yeah, please. Sunil Bhaiya. There was a mic here. Yeah, please pass on the mic. You keep that mic, Didi.
Yeah, namaste. You want to start? Sorry. Yeah. Is it audible now? Audible? Yeah. So Deepa Didi, as she said, she is my colleague. And in fact, she, as a university coordinator, introduced this UHP to me. So I owe to her for this, for sure. Not only that, she has been instrumental in ensuring that the UHV 2 course is there in the curriculum of the university, and also in the SIP part, because SIP has been conducted just for the sake of conducting the SIP, and she ensured that in the university, this SIP is to be conducted as per the guidelines of this AICTE. So she, along with the members of the Faculty of Engineering and the boards of studies, there are several boards of studies, ensured that the UHV2 program is there in the curriculum. And with the help of her, in fact, we had started this in the university. Another thing which I could see in her, along with what she said regarding the self-regulation part, is that in the university, we had a lot of resistance against conducting these programs, workshops, or conducting the courses. Now, whenever it is there, we used to have this UHV cell meetings every Tuesday for 1.5 hour time. In this also, other members of the cell, they say that, no, since there is this reluctance or this resistance from other part of the university, why do we conduct such programs? For whom are we conducting these programs? But Didi is, as a leader, she says that, no, we have to persevere. This is our responsibility. We have to continue doing this. We have to make effort. So this assurance is there with this leader. I would say when we said yesterday, that Kumar Bhaiya said that value education shall lead to value-based education and value-based living, then to value-based leadership. I can see a leader in Deepa Didi in this case. A true leader, not only for the university, but also for the whole Kerala chapter. And this is evident whenever we conduct this workshop. She could conduct the workshop, share the proposals with a lot of commitment and enthusiasm. So wish all the very best for Deepa Didi. Thank you.
Namaste. Bhaiya, do we have time?
Yes, in fact, if you can extend the session to maybe 15 more minutes and cut down the lunch time to 45 minutes, we can have one more sharing.
Okay. So, I met Deepa Didi, and Deepa Didi is the first person whom I met from the UHV family in person. Because when I did my workshop in 2022 March, and then in July 2022, we had the opportunity to be part of a AICT sponsored workshop at Sai Ram Engineering College in Chennai. And myself and Deepa Didi was in the same flight, and Aprajita Didi was also there. And Aprajita Didi is in fact the second person whom I met in person from the UHV family, other than listening to the sound. And Gopal Bhaiya was the resource person there. And I think I would say that was one of the most beautiful time we had, I had at least, I would say, the whole of the workshops which I had at Sai Ram Engineering College. And I was fortunate to share the room with Gopal Babu. And also we had very nice time. And starting from there, I had very good interaction with both Aparajita Didi and Deepa Didi. And as Deepa Didi would share almost everything in terms of whatever the university thinks, whatever the problems she are facing, as Sunil Bhai was mentioning, the challenges which she was facing there in the university in inculcating this human values program as part of a course. And even we shared the objective of bringing someone from the Apex team to have a sensitization program in the university. And Kumar Bhaiya was able to come down, and we had a volunteer meeting based on that at Cochin. And also the whole issues of the initiation of this program in the Cochin University. We had discussions on that. And even when we did a family workshop in Kerala, actually I would make a brochure and share to Deepa Didi. She would give the comment. And even Sunil Bhai was also there. But I think since Deepa Didi was actually at that time free comparatively, we could actually spend a lot of time. And many times it happens like when she started calling, the call will go more than an hour. So apart from this UHV content, I really feel that she is kind of a gem person who has taken not only on the UHV part, for me as a person also, I really feel like she's like a sister for me, and our names are also similar. And I wish all the best to Deepa Didi. Let's continue our journey for the Kerala team and the UHV community. Thank you so much.
So having said that, Bhaiya, now you have to come for sharing.
I mean, due to the time constraint, yeah, you want to say?
I have to tell, before Deepesh Bhaiya and Sunil Bhaiya has become into the UHV, when the Kerala chapter started with Sharad Bhaiya, we used to take classes for the teachers of the Kerala, how to conduct the SIP and UHV. And Deepa Didi was a person, in between the class, she used to come for 1 hour and take the classes for the students, long before, in the initial stages. So, and the teachers, I get response from the teachers, your way of delivering, no, it is so nice, the teachers said that somebody from our own was speaking. Her way of delivering the content was very nice. And the Kerala chapter, now we are having this many volunteers. I think more than 10 volunteers came. All started off you. Thank you so much, Didi. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I would just say 3 words for Deepa Didi: very determined, courageous, and dedicated.
Yes.
And through her sharing, we could understand it. I mean, can you imagine these 3 months you are going through 6 chemos and operation? And not only you're going through with the pain and suffering, in the depression, complaining, but this was the time she launched herself as a UHV resource person. That's a great achievement. So that's basically tells us that she was not only looking at the theoretical concept that I'm different and the body is different and the harmony is within, but during that time we can imagine like how she would have maintained that harmony, preparing for the sessions, going through the chemo and delivering sessions as the first sessions of the online FDP. So very courageous. What do you think that these issues are major than husband is not talking and HOD is not talking? Like these are something, right? We are here for these things. So thank you, Didi. Very encouraging.
Bhaiya, with your permission, let me share, Bhaiya. Yes, Bhaiya.
Namaste to all. Am I audible? Okay. So, I've written few points in the paper, but I don't know what I will remember or not. So, my name is Deepesh. I'm from Kerala. Basically, I'm from Kannur district in Kerala, but right now I'm residing in Kottayam district. Right now, I'm not part of a full-time job. My family, regarding my family, my wife, Legima, she's working as a professor, assistant professor in one of the colleges in Kerala. And in fact, she has done UHV before me during the COVID pandemic. And she asked me to attend the workshop, and it happened naturally. And Sharat Chandran Bhaiya has also a role in me attending the workshop. And at that time, since I was not in a job, I was thinking like how I would attend a workshop. And Sharat sir told like, you can attend the workshop, no problem. And in the month of March 2022, I attended the introductory FDP. And we have one daughter. She's doing her final year engineering. She's almost completing her engineering right now. So that's the personal friend about me. Regarding the UHV, as I told in March 2022, I undergone the introductory FDP. In July 2022, as I mentioned, we did the UHV 2 workshop at Sairam Engineering College. And even now, I remember we had the meeting with Umesh Bhaiya. Umesh Bhaiya said, like, Bhaiya, you just be an observer there. You just observe things, what is happening, and try to improve your exploration. That's what Umesh Bhaiya mentioned on that day. And the chance for attending that workshop, also, I got it like by chance, in the sense like, I think Sharat Bhaiya was supposed to attend that workshop, but he was not able to attend. And I was pitched in. One fine morning when I woke up, WhatsApp, there was a message, Namaste Bhaiya, are you free on these days? I said, yes. Can you please go for this workshop? Yeah. That's how I attended the workshop. And from there onwards, I would say that I was into volunteering. Somewhat, it happened naturally. I didn't plan anything as such. Maybe I got introduced with the Kerala team. The Kerala team was actually conducting meetings during that time, but many times I was not part of that. But then slowly I started attending the Kerala chapter meetings, and I got introduced to Sunil Bhaiya, Jayaprakash Ji, Priya Didi, and the whole team. And from there onwards, my volunteering started happening. Right now, I am part of the sharing the content in online and offline FDPs, and also the regional coordinator of the Southwestern region, which is including Kerala and Karnataka, and participating in the student development program along with Yashwant Bhaiya, coordinating the student development program. And the university and the university coordinator and university co-coordinator meetings is also something which I'm trying to participate into with Ishra Didi, Priya Didi and team. And regional meetings, Kerala chapter meetings, I'm part of. So these are these, and the audio book which along with Aprajita Didi, as Rajul Bhaiya was also mentioning. So these are some of the activities which I'm volunteering. Now, coming to before UHV, like I would say that that seeking part was there within me even before coming to UHV, and I was reading, trying to understand, even in my childhood. But then, at that point of time, I was not able to find a path. Nobody was there to tell me. The internet was not there at that time. But books were very costly. So the process was not having a direction. So randomly picking up something from somewhere and exploring, that was what happening. And I went to job. There was one person, one of my roommate called Anandeshwar. So from him, he was actually a voracious reader, and he was exploring, I would say, and he introduced me to a lot of books about Osho and Gurdjieff, Ramana Maharshi, and from there only I started understanding what is this path actually. So started meditation, trying to understand meditation rather, I would say, at that point of time. But then again, still there was conflicts going on within me. And I would say this got resolved. Not resolved actually, I would say. This got a direction or an orientation when I started exploring the UHV proposals. That's how I would put it. Because there are a lot of things which I would pick from different areas, but then there was no structuredness as such, and there was no direction, there was no clarity also before getting into the proposals. And if you look at the relationship part with me and my wife also, that would be as somebody was saying about the final exam. So that part also, there were issues, but no solutions found. Issues were there. Both wanted not to have the issues, both wanted to be in happiness, but not finding the solutions. So that is where the state before UHV. Then I would exemplify that a little bit. Before that, I will go to some of the few proposals which I have tried to explore. One thing is that happiness is harmony. So I couldn't imagine that continuity of happiness would ever be possible. So have a lot of assumptions. One of the assumptions that this happiness and the the depression was the two sides of the coin. So that assumption was very strong before I come to understand about the harmony part. So that part I was able to, when I was able to not resolve, not able to have that part of us in information and then trying to explore, I was able to resolve many conflicts within me, right? And I couldn't distinguish between this excitement and the harmony. That was one more thing which was resolved when I was exploring happiness is harmony. And also this understanding that physical facility has no significant role in the continuity of happiness is something which I was able to explore along with this. So these few things gave me a lot of clarity or understanding. Actually, I felt lighter when it gets, as and when it gets resolved. And another major thing is about the harmony in the self. I would say that that was one of the most important things. If you look at anything, any problems within me, I could connect it with the harmony in the self. And the understanding that why we don't have the harmony, we don't have the harmony because majority of our thoughts, desires are guided by preconditioning and sensation. So this understanding, okay, so what is this preconditioning? What is this sensation-based thoughts? Started looking seriously within and could see many assumptions within me based on these preconditionings and sensations. So just to say, even give respect and take respect. People used to say that. So when you assume that, is it only, is it the right thing to do? Is it naturally acceptable? What is the understanding within me regarding this? What is the assumption within me? Can I verify that? And this process is also there. The self-exploration process is also there. Can I do this self-exploration process to these kinds of assumptions? So these process applied to many of these assumptions within me as preconditioning and sensation could give a lot of clarity within me, is what I would be able to say. And many things, when I started looking within, what I observed is that the awareness level is also improving. So if you are not having the awareness, you will not be able to see that this is happening. This is there within me. So before that also, all these things, the snakes were there within me, but I was not aware. I was thinking that I'm the perfect person, right? I'm taking so much of effort and all those things. But when I started looking within me, only I could see that all these dangerous things are there within me. And then I started verification of all these things. And then, since we are connected with a community whom you are able to ask questions, like, on weekly meetings we started joining Kerala chapter meeting we have, and we are in fact fortunate to have Sunil Bhaiya for every weekly meeting where we can clarify the questions and doubts. At that time, Sunil Bhaiya was exploring even very faster pace. He was going for conducting the sessions. So the ambience was also right for me to explore the content. So that was also there. And along with that, my family, if you look at, that's the second part. So my wife was also introduced to the content before me. So then the shift happened in such a way that the interactions between me and my wife, so that started shifting. The kind of talk what we generally have, kind of discussions what we generally have, started taking a shift in terms of understanding, right? Even when we are traveling in car, actually we, we have a 7 to 8 hours drive from where we are staying to my hometown, since my mother-in-law is only staying there alone. And at point of time, my mother was also there. So we occasionally often travel. And during those times, we would keep these videos of the UHV content in the car and listen to the content. So, and have discussions, maybe pause at some point and say that, no, is this like this? I would say, or she would say, and we would have a discussion about that. Then we'll continue the session going forward like that. So basically, I would say I was fortunate enough, and in fact, I was looking for that, and I was fortunate to have what I am looking for in terms of the ambience and the situations happening outside, which was aiding my exploration. And since I have time, so I'll be called, even though I was I was willingly going for behind that. I'll be called for saying that opportunities will be there, and I take up every opportunity. I don't say no to anything. I will say yes to everything. So got a lot of opportunities to be part of a lot of FDPs as co-facilitator. We have traveled, myself and Sunil Bhai has traveled a lot of workshops together, along with Aprajita Ji also. So all this traveling time, and even while returning back from the workshop, and I still remember Sunil Bhai and me traveling to SRM and coming back, and in the flight we were actually discussing about the workshop, and I was recording with them in my phone what Sunil Bhai was saying about reflections. So in terms of the opportunities also, I was fortunate enough to be in touch with, I really see that as an opportunity as well as the, I will see that I would be lucky to have that opportunity in time and space, so that it was conducive, the environment was actually conducive for me to explore. So that is also aiding, and that is how the exploration goes on. And some of the other proposals which I thought of mentioning is that I could see that I have the potential to respond even if the whole world is reacting. So let's say the people around is reacting, but I have the potential to respond. But I'm not saying that I will always respond. I'm saying that I'm able to see that I have the potential to respond. That understanding is there, and I'm working for that. It is not, I'm not saying that I'm able to respond. And whenever we deliver this content to the students and all, because I told you like I was part of the SDP also. So all those helps us to explore more and more. And especially when it comes to face-to-face workshop, that is a different dynamics as such. When we take on the questions of the participants, and ensuring the feeling within is something which I'm really working on. And myself and Deepa Didi has gone for a couple of workshops together. And recently we had attended a workshop in Chelekara also. When I was delivering the content, I could see that my feelings at that point of was not stable. And that is getting reflected as that lack of flow in the delivery part. Sometimes it doesn't happen. Sometimes the flow just happens naturally, but sometimes this happens. So this is also something which I'm really working on. You have time, so we'll stop. Okay, probably one exemplification and I'll do. So one example which I wanted to share is the relationship with my spouse, wife. I would say the most important proposal which I could explore is the complementarity, the sense of complementarity and working towards the common goal of understanding and to the work of excellence is what I would say one of the most important part. And to understand that the purpose program and potential are the same for both. And when we are able to see the complementarity along with some of the preconditionings happening within me, it helped me a lot to resolve my relationship with my spouse is what I would say. Because before exploring the content of UHV, I was a conventional husband having all the preconditionings of a conventional husband, like, what husband do in society, what the wife do in society. And then when I started exploring the content, I started reflecting upon that, and I could see that whatever I'm doing is not naturally acceptable. Then I started reflecting upon that, and when we started working with a sense of complementarity, I could see that she is also happy, that mutual happiness part more or less is taken care of. And I would say that maybe for the last 1.5 years, I would say there was not much issues with me and my spouse. There will be difference in opinions, but this difference in opinions could be sorted out with a feeling of a relationship is what I could see. And I would be able to pitch in when she is not able to do that, and when she is not feeling, lacking something, I would be sensing that and able to pitch in with a sense of complementarity is what I would be able to see as an exemplification. And after that, what I would do is that, just to say an example, so when we have this dinner together, we made sure that we will have at least one meals together and as a family, and then made sure that each one of us will wash our own plates. And when I see that there is some soiled plates or something which is there in the kitchen sink, I will ensure that I will also clean all those things. And also regarding the cleaning of house and all, which was not in me earlier, which is a change which I have put it with my understanding, I would say. With the sense of complementarity, I could see that. And I could do that. And when I do that with a sense of complementarity, I could see that there is no disharmony within me also. I was also feeling happy about it. That since I'm loving my wife, and I'm saying that, if I love my wife, I should be able to understand her and to pitch in when the complementarity, with the sense of complementarity. So that is one example I would like to say. And to say what I'm working on. So I would say that initially the progress in the exploration was fast. I could see very visible changes, but now the awareness has gone up, observation power has increased. But the thing is that now, many times when we started encounter very deep sanskaras, the steps taken are found to be very tougher. In the sense, like, many times we will take 2-3 positive steps which we feel, and then we find that with some experiences we will say that those are all wrong, backtrack, come back, and to take a next step itself, it will take some time, not able to see how to sort out these deep-rooted sanskaras is something which is very, important thing which I am working. And many times it is as if the storm is coming and we are entering into a dark tunnel, maybe a period of darkness, and then it is as if we are getting lost. But then the only thing which is helping us is the understanding and the exploration, the proposals, what I am able to see is helping out, nothing else. And when the storm is gone, and when you come out of the storm, what I could see is that a lot of things has been resolved, coming out of it. And I have when I come out of the storm, I can see that I am having lesser fear to face the next storm, right? With the understanding. So this gives a confidence also. So when you go into this storm multiple times, coming out of the storm with an understanding and seeing that I am there and I will be there, even the worst storm is there, right? And then ready to face the next storm with the understanding is what I can see. And this is the work which I'm currently doing. So thank you so much. Words of gratitude, all the mentors. I think each one of you, even the morning session, I'm not taking more time for that. taking, in one sentence, I would say everyone is helping me in understanding for exploration. And thank you so much for all. Namaste.
I think we can take only one reflection. Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
You also taking the opportunity.
So just three things regarding Deepesh Bhaiya. One is that, as he said, Legima Didi, his wife, was the first one to get introduced to UHV. So Legima Didi was found by UHV as a volunteer, and Deepesh Bhaiya was found by Legima Didi.
Yes.
That's one thing. So Legima Didi supplied Deepesh Bhaiya to UHV, and we are cherishing that. That's
Yes.
one thing. Second thing is that Deepesh Bhaiya has attended a lot of workshops and conducting a lot of workshops online, offline, but he does not possess any certificate of UHV. Second thing. The third thing is Deepesh Bhaiya is a very critical observer of every workshop, every content which is shared. So I learned a lot of things from Deepesh Bhaiya. Thank you.
Just a brief observation before we go for the lunch about Deepesh Bhaiya, a perfect student. He's a very perfect student. Like whatever you tell him, he is always willing to, ready to listen, and he takes up that reviews positively and keep on improving. Actually, the things I wanted to share, but Sunil Bhaiya has already shared it, taken my point about Lagima Didi. But that's very interesting part, right? In the Bangalore, this was one of these volunteers meeting, and Lagima Didi was there. Lagima Didi was very active volunteer before. And in the Bangalore meeting, she committed. I mean, she was just about to go. And she said that I may not be able to volunteer actively in the UHV, but I'm going to give you my husband. And she literally did it, She has given her husband to UHV. What do you think, Didi Lok? You also have that opportunity.
I'll not add more to it. In fact, I have been interacting with Deepesh Bhaiya, and I have always found him very humble, always ready to take feedback, always accepting whatever reflection we share during the RP development process. So all those qualities are already there in him. We all can see this. And not taking much time from you. We are already short of time. So we can go for lunch and then again go for the sharing sessions in parallel at 2 o'clock. The mentors who are conducting the sharing session, I have a request that 15 to 16 participants are left for sharing, and we have 2 hours today and 2 hours tomorrow. So let us plan in such a way that at least 8 sharings get accomplished today and 8 tomorrow. In that fashion we can go. Thank you all. We can break for lunch.